Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the trailer that just dropped for Birds of Prey. If you have not seen it, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But I'm so excited to finally get this trailer because I wasn't sure what to make of this movie. The only thing I've really ever seen of this movie up to this, recently was the poster that dropped a little while ago, which I really liked, but I wasn't sure what to really make of the movie. And at this point, I'm still not 100% sure, obviously, of everything that's going down, but it just seems like it's supposed to just kind of be like almost, Harley's on kind of a wacky adventure. It's kind of interesting, because it all kind of fits with the titling too, because I didn't even know there was a subtitle to this movie, but it's Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. And I thought that was so interesting, because obviously this is like, Harley Quinn being away from Joker. It's like me and Joker broke up, and it's kind of like her, I guess, like finding her identity outside of Joker, because usually it's always Joker and Harley Quinn. I'm not, typically that's just how it's always a pairing. So, but I think this is like, this movie's gonna be like, it's like, no, I'm no longer tied to the Joker. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. And she meets other people along the way who are just kind of, I guess, in their own particular situations, kind of trying to break free in their own rights as well. Like, one ended up being Renee Montoya. I wonder, is that just because maybe she's tied at the GCPD, maybe she does not get the respect she deserves, or something like that. Maybe it's too much of a boys club. I don't know, because I'm also curious, like, well, what does that mean? Like, maybe it's like, hey, Gordon isn't around anymore in this particular continuity, and it's like the rest of the GCPD sucks. I don't know. Or, because I think Montoya can kind of borderline that character of being kind of, because it depends on the continuity. Sometimes she's a dirty cop, sometimes she isn't, because sometimes, Bullet kind of plays that role. So, it depends on the continuity. So maybe that's something she's dealing with. Maybe she's kind of like a morally gray cop. In certain regards. Huntress is in this. We also know Black Canary is. I could be mistaken, because this might just be based on some stuff a while back about this particular movie, but one of the characters is also supposed to be Cassandra Cain, right? She's like one of the people that's taken up the mantle of Batgirl after like Barbara, but I think she eventually became someone else in the comic books. So like, this is someone speaking from like not knowing the comic books that well, but I think that's supposed to be like our main squad. So that's really interesting. I didn't even love that line from Harley at the beginning where she talks about the fact is, you know what a Harley Quinn is? It's someone who's meant to serve, basically do what their master wants. And obviously that describes her and Joker's relationship. Has always kind of been a master and servant. Like, he's kind of the boss, he kind of does things, you kind of follow suit type of thing. And like I said, it just fits with this nice narrative of like, nah, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna venture out on my own and just kind of, find myself, So I think that's kind of a neat story. And it just, from what we see in the movie, it just seems like just tons of fun. Like, it's very like bright and vibrant, especially the colors and everything. And it's just nice to see. It seems like we're just going to get like Margot Robbie kind of going crazy fun in this particular movie. And obviously the question then becomes like, it's kind of its own thing, but I think you can also think like, does that mean this is after Suicide Squad? Is that continuity kind of not being counted? Like, those are bigger questions, but I'm sure like it's kind of like, shut up, who cares, enjoy the movie type of thing. It just seems like fun. You got Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, which is so interesting. The entire trailer, he doesn't actually have the mask on, so that's interesting. He's a character I only know about a tiny bit because of like the Arkham Origins game. He was like the main villain of it, if I remember correctly. Like, I only played a tiny bit of it, and he popped up in that. Other than that, I'm not familiar with that character at all. But it's so interesting because he's got this whole line of like, Harley Quinn belongs to me. So like, because obviously it seems like the girl that's kicking with him is that like someone that they're protecting, trying to keep out of his grips. And it's so interesting because even Harley's like, if we're gonna have to survive this, we're gonna have to work together. And I think it's like Montoya, because I think she's being played by Rosie Perez, which I was like, wait, Rosie Perez is in this? That's awesome. I didn't know. I think she's playing Montoya, so that's pretty dope. But nevertheless, the whole thing of like, wait, we have to work, wait, really, me working with you? I mean, it's like, come on, you're Harley Quinn. It's, I won't, well, she says Gotham, so I'm assuming this is still taking place in Gotham, and it's like, come on, you're like one of the most notorious people in Gotham, and like, Montoya's like, really us working together? But it does, because I know they had recently talked about, they had gone and, shot, like, did some, added in some more like action scenes, and I think they showcased a lot of that in the trailer. So there's going to be a few more like action set pieces that maybe there wasn't originally in the script. But either way, I'm fine with that. Like, I think it's pretty dope. I'm always a sucker for like unlikely alliances and to see how these characters kind of bounce off each other, because it seems like we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of other characters that are super grounded, and then you got the full-blown crazy that is Harley Quinn. Like, getting back to what I was saying earlier, I'm curious, like, is Black Mask kind of taking this as like a, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna make Harley Quinn mine, and it's like, oh, Joker didn't appreciate you, but I'm going to, or is it more so just about, oh, she's mine in the sense that I need her because she's got the girl or person that I need. Maybe it's a girl who witnessed a crime or whatever, and she, or at least she took something that belongs to him, and that's what this whole craziness is about. I'm very curious about the exact circumstances that's going to bring all these different characters together. I'm also curious, like, would this ever, I mean, that's, you know, me thinking well in advance, but I'm also curious, like, well, because there was always talks about, like, you know, a Gotham Sirens movie, and so could this be something that kind of sets that up? I don't know, like, you know, that's just kind of thinking too far ahead. Just enjoy the movie that's in front of us, and it seems really interesting. Obviously, once again, there's also the whole, like, well, what about the Suicide Squad, because that's also going to tie in some shape or form, because that's starting to film now, I think. So it's probably like not get too caught up in that. Some of those things might be answered when it comes to like the Suicide Squad, you know, whatever that ends up being, but for now it's just, like I said, probably just to shut up and enjoy the movie. And it seems really interesting from the trailer, so let me know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts about the trailer? Did you like it? Did you not? What are some things you would like to see in the movie? What are some things you think you're going to see in the movie? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. But really, that's all I wanted to talk about. Till next time with me, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.